Talk! First off, this is not a spoiler-free show, and none of the episodes will be. So, this is intended for people who have already watched these episodes, or for the people that don't mind a few spoilers. So, with that being said, let's continue on. Hey, I'm the one, the only, Ty-nee 80s guy, and welcome to episode 4 of Ty-nee Talk. I'm here to give you 5 to 10 minutes of content all about the behind the scenes of Ty-nee 80s guys' 80s and 90s video world. Whew, that is still a mouthful. I'm also going to give you two great surprises at the end. In this episode, I'll be talking about things that happened in episode 3 of Ty-nee Talk that you may have questioned or wondered about. And I am starting that off with this clip from the last episode of Ty-nee Talk about MacGyver and the ghost eyes. So watch this, and after it is done, I will talk about it. They actually started showing repeats. I guess, they thought, well, ooh, some of these people have, already seen these in the morning, so let's let the people in the afternoon, get a chance to watch the ones that had aired in the morning. So, I didn't like that very much. It would have been a lot nicer. Well, first, what I was going to say was that it would have been nicer if they would have continued showing MacGyver episodes that I had not already seen that morning. But they wanted to make the people in the afternoon who miss the episodes in the morning happy, so they showed them again for them. So that's my little MacGyver explanation. As for the ghost eyes that appear on top of my TV, I was pretty much right about that. When the Wii U has been left on and the gamepad has been untouched for about an hour, the system will alert you that it is about to turn off on its own. After several minutes, after you get that alert, the gamepad goes off. But when it's going off, it casts that light on the top of the frame of the TV there, and it looks like two big white human-esque eyes, and that's how I got the ghost eyes. So no, it's not a real ghost, but it was a really cool effect that I'm very happy happened. So there you go. I just said very happy happened. Whew, that's a little bit of a mouthful there too. So anyway, I have one more video clip for you to watch, and then I will talk about it. It is Pepper! And that means that in episode 4, during the Magic Dock Fridge segment, I will be talking about a Burger Time memory attached to Pepper. This part is a much simpler explanation than the part about the ghost eyes. In this, all I meant to say was that the Pepper memory with the Magic Dock is going to be in episode 4 of Ty-nee 80s guys' 80s and 90s video world. I didn't want you to think that I meant episode 4 of Ty-nee Talk. So there you go. So with all that being said, it is time for the big surprises. Here you go. And these are the bee from Galaga and the butterfly from Galaga. So these two special aliens will be appearing very soon in Ty-nee 80s guys, 80s and 90s video world. And if you don't know what these guys are, these little aliens are actually buttons. See the back of them? You know, see the little pin backs on them. So there you go. They're little pin back buttons, and they will be featured very soon. And as I said it, Ty-nee 80s guys, 80s and 90s video world. That's it for this episode, and I hope that you really enjoyed it. So have a great day or night, depending on where you are, and be fantastically chipperific. Oh, you thought I was already done Ty talking? Late April Fools! Well, as many of you already know, WrestleMania 32 was last night, and it was the worst WrestleMania I've ever seen. Yeah, it was cool seeing Zack Ryder win the Intercontinental Championship, although it was definitely a shock to me. I mean, they just have this guy lose all the time, but he's been in the company for a long time, and he definitely deserves the belt. So, that being said, what else happened? Well, a bunch of winners that won that shouldn't have won, and then there was Bo Dallas, so close to winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So close. He actually finished at number 3. You know, he was eliminated then. So, wow. I mean, he was so close. And if you don't know me already, I'm a big Bo Dallas fan. Because all you have to do is believe. And, I mean, so close. And Shane McMahon doing that big elbow drop off the top of the cage. Wow, I'm telling you, that was a moment to remember. But he didn't win, so I don't understand, you know, why they wanted him to lose to Undertaker. I mean, Undertaker is a legend, but why? I mean, they could have had amazing ratings on Raw with Shane O'Mac in charge, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to happen now. So I don't understand it. I just think that the ratings are going to continue to go down, and you know, Roman Reigns as champion again is just really, really sad. I'm not saying the guy doesn't have talent, but to me he's just really boring. When it rains, it bores. B-O-R-E-S, you know, and Reigns, R-E-I-G-N-S. When it rains, it bores. I mean, it's crazy. So with all that being said, you know, I'm not trying to be Mr. Totally Negative, but, you know, it was really bad. So I will be working a lot more on episode 4 of Ty-nee 80s Guys, 80s and 90s Video World now that this episode of Ty-nee Talk is over. So you will not see another episode of Ty-nee Talk until after episode 4 of Ty-nee 80s Guys, 80s and 90s Video World. So with all that being said, I am going to give you one last believe for now. And I'm going to show you something really cool. Look up here in the background here. See it? Right up there where I'm pointing. That is a Bo Dallas action figure still sealed in the case. So WWE superstar, the inspirational Bo Dallas, is with me in every episode of Ty-nee Talk and Ty-nee 80s Guys, 80s and 90s Video World. So with all that being said, I will see you very soon. Bye.